Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple of the flows I created for our Talent Stacker Experience project. The first flow I created is a record triggered flow that sends an email to the record owner, reminding them of next steps to complete once a member's LinkedIn review has been checked off as completed on the record. Once we open this, we can see which object was used, which settings triggers the flow, and the entry conditions that are required for the flow to run. In this case, we have a LinkedIn checkbox on the member record page that triggers the flow once it has been marked off as complete or true. For the action element, I chose to send email action and put the following values. For the email body, I created a text template that I will show you in a little bit. Under recipient address list, I chose record created by email, which means it will send the email to the record creator's email address on file. Then I made sure that the global constant is true, and I put in a subject line for the email. For the email body, I added a couple of resources to make sure our email has all the important information the record owner needs. I added the record owner's name and the member record's first and last name. Now I'm going to show you if it works. So if we scroll down at the bottom, we can see the LinkedIn review completed field right here. You can edit it and mark it as true. Hit save. And since I am the record owner, I should receive an email. So let's check. And there we have it. As you can see, it has the record creator's first name, the first and last name of the member, and the next steps. For the second video, I'm going to show you another record triggered flow that first updates the record owner to Bradley Rice once a member has been marked at risk on the record, and then creates a task for him to follow up with this member within 24 hours. For the resources, I created a formula for the due date and another variable for Bradley Rice so we can transfer record ownership to him. So again, we see the requirements we need for the flow to run. In this case, we have a checkbox called at risk in the member record that will trigger the flow once it is checked off. In here, we see where we used the new variable I created. I needed to put in what record or which part of it needs to be updated, the filter conditions, and the values that we want to change once the flow runs, which is the record owner in this case. Lastly, I created a task for Bradley. For assigned to, we use record owner ID since Brad is now the owner, the formula for the due date, which is 24 hours once the record is updated, the related record ID, so the task will show up on the right record, and the subject for the task. Now that's all set, let's see if it works. So we're just going to use Yolanda Johnson again. At the top right here, it tells you that I am currently the contact owner. So if we scroll down right here, we can mark this at risk checkbox, hit save. And as you can see, the contact owner is now Bradley Rice, and there's a task for him right here on the right that tells him to reach out to the at-risk member. Tomorrow is the due date since it has to be done within 24 hours.